You know, Randy, when things get bad in the world, dark comedy always makes a comeback.
Oh, that's true, Steve. So today's legend couldn't have picked a better era because his comedy, in the words of Nat X, is so dark, it's Navy.
One of my friends just asked me if I would be the sperm donor for her baby. I said, I don't know. That's a pretty big decision. How old's your baby?
I'm Steve McClellan.
And I'm Randy Hodgins, and that bit from Anthony Jeselnik's most recent comedy special is a blindfolded walk through a minefield of edgy material. Yet, it's all in a day's work for Jeselnik, who has become a top comedy draw since launching his career in the early 2000s. Born in Pennsylvania circa 1978, Anthony realized the power of comedy when he made a teacher crack up, later saying, "If you're smart enough that adults get it, you can get away with anything."
But before getting away with anything, Anthony first graduated from Tulane University with thoughts of becoming a novelist. On a trip to Los Angeles, he found an ad for a stand-up comedy course and gave it a shot. After trying on different styles, Anthony had what he called a lightbulb moment when a dark twist in a joke got a big response. His career got a huge boost from Comedy Central's roasts, first as a writer and then as a roaster, as in this takedown of William Shatner.
I'm glad William Shatner could squeeze this roast into his schedule. In between cosmetic surgeries. Bill, your face is so plastic that when you're done with it, they're going to have to cut it up into little pieces so that birds don't die.
Anthony's success as a roaster led Comedy Central to give him his own show, the well-named Jeselnik Offensive, in 2013. The show featured a monologue, interviews with other comedians, and taped bits that gave Anthony more room to let it fly. Here, Jeselnik performed stand-up comedy in front of an audience comprised completely of members of the Church of Satan.
When I first heard I was doing stand-up for Satanists, I thought you guys would be more like goths. But you're not at all. Goths get their together after high school. What do Satanism and Red Lobster have in common? Black masses. I'm serious, it's obvious you guys are into black magic because looking around, you've completely made all the black people disappear. I honestly believe that every one of us is born a Satanist, covered in blood with no friends.
Perhaps it's not surprising the show lasted just a year, but Anthony continued to build a fan base, and in 2015, NBC tapped him as host of the Last Comic Standing competition. But the pairing didn't click, and after an 8-episode season, NBC failed to renew the show. Since then, along with touring, Anthony's recorded 3 more Netflix specials, hosts a popular podcast, and runs an online book club.
You can find out more about Anthony Jeselnik and all our comedy legends, including video clips and extended audio cuts, at laughtracksradio.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye, everybody.